Oh, why is there a bunch of spoilers in chat? Oh, okay. It's secret until a date. I read it. Secret until a date. I did not screw that up. I was like, I'm just gonna start
blue flames,
on this
blue
stuff.
flames, blue flames, blue flames.
Woo!
Genoa. Not that one. That one. Morocco against Castile. This is the Castellan conquest of Tangiers. Morocco is called in Genoa, Milan, and Savoy. Castile's called in Brittany. So that's probably going to be an instant peace out from Brittany, just like when Burgundy got attacked. Also Kazan.
It's a.
Oh no, that's the big.
Stay in it.
Novgorod's fighting at Kazan. That's the big one. Called it.
Oh wait, what? I didn't see that one.
Yeah, Novgorod invaded Kazan. Told you.
Kazan. I don't think Kazan stands a chance.
No. Did Georgia answer? Nope. Georgia said no.
Ooh, I think they might end up getting kicked out of another country.
I think you might well be right here. This is pretty overwhelming. Kazan, of course, standing here with 55 regiments. They have gone over, so that's probably mercenaries, 19,000 manpower, 700 ducats in the bank. Versus Novgorod with their 76,000 and 60,000 in the bank. Sorry, 60,000 reserves with 245 in the bank. Actually losing money? Oh no, yeah, Kazan's losing a lot of money. 30 ducats a month.
It doesn't make much of a difference for combat right now, but it does for sieges, and that's Novgorod has 10 cannon regiments to Kazan's 0.
Oof, yeah.
Which means Kazan probably doesn't have anything other than level 2 forts, so I think they're gonna fall quickly.
And Novgorod's using Strelsky because they're Russian.
Oh, but yeah.
I forgot that Novgorod had access to them. I thought it was a Russia-only thing, but no, it's all of the principalities, isn't it? All right, 40.
Georgia. Oh no, that wouldn't have done it. I was gonna say if Georgia joined in, would that have turned the tides? It would have made it a little bit more even, but I don't think it would have turned the tide.
Well, Kazan's about to win this fight. Yep, there we go. Novgorod lost the first battle. Reinforcements arrived just too late. 24,000 against 32,000, but Kazan's units are on low strength. However, this isn't a step. They are horde. That's why Novgorod just got beaten twice in a row.
And it is Russia that, well, proto-Russia. How much they've got 60,000 manpower in the bank right now and almost 20% army professionalism, so they got manpower to burn.
However, they did just take 27,000 casualties from those two battles.
I'm rooting for Horsey Boys. I don't think they're going to win this in the long run, but I'm rooting for Horsey Boys.
And if Novgorod takes too many hits, I wonder who the circling vultures are. I kind of think it's a mistake that Georgia didn't join this. I think Georgia could have swung it. 5-year truce, I'm pretty sure that is a truce break. In fact, we can find out if we go to Kazan and see what the relations are.
Live content friends, is it possible to get a poll in chat? Who do we think is going to win, Novgorod or Kazan? Is it possible, friends?
That would be good. So Kazan has a broke alliance penalty, not Dishonored Call though. So Kazan broke it just before this war started.
Oh, yeah, a truce with Georgia.
So that was not a Dishonored Call. That was something worse. Betrayal!
Yeah.
Kazan slowly but surely trying to siege back some of the territories they lost. Is that worth... Well, no, they're not losing manpower. There's no attrition from that, actually. There's a 6k stack of Novgorod trying in vain to sneak past. I'm not sure I would have reacted before they got locked in, yeah, because now they're just going to run away.
Well, while you're looking at that, I'm looking at the other one. We've got Genoa's army is in the center of Castile, and Castile's army is plying along the Genoa's coastline. They've just switched places.
Did Brittany stay in that fight? They did.
Mm-hmm.
But their army is currently sitting on 0 maintenance in the middle of Brittany, so I don't think they mean to actually help Castile.
Cheerleading more of it, you know, moral support kind of thing.
Yeah, go guys! Woo!
I've done that plenty of time at MPs. Hey, you're going to honor this call to arms. Yeah, I'll be over here. Honoring that call to arms.
And Brittany just peaced out.
Way over here.
So they didn't even go that far.
No, never mind. Never mind. That's what we get for talking.
Oh, Novgorod's about to get attacked by Chemliv separatists in Severia. And they got caught.
Yeah, and there's separatists with a 2-star general from
Minus.
Perm in the north. Dude, Novgorod's not in a great position right now.
No. I mean, that's one of the problems with Novgorod, is they're kind of fragile. If one or two things start going wrong for them, then it really starts to roll. Because Novgorod have like conquered so many miners in that area, they're all going to have separatists. So once the war exhaustion starts going, and you know how you get war exhaustion, it's having casualties.
I just saw what Desmond did to England, and I vomited in my mouth. It's hideous. It's hideous. It's hideous. Oh, but Wales exists. That's fun.
I did, yeah. So they got Scotland and they got Wales. So are they just going for like the fragmented union here? Did they take what they need for Britain? It's still not in a national decision. Yeah, so all of the provinces that are needed for Britain are now under the control of Desmond. Meanwhile, Cologne has taken out the rest of Jutland, so Denmark is now relegated to Norway and the Isles.
Do they need to murder England first before they could do that?
No, I don't think so, because you can form Britain as Scotland.
Oh, okay. I've honestly, like 4,000 hours of the game, never played England.
Really?
No, I honestly don't enjoy playing the majors that much. I've never played England, I've never played Castile, and I've never played France.
I gotta say, the most fun multiplayer game I've ever done was one in England, one in Castile, one in France, with the rule that you have to rival the other two. So it really became like the Clash of the Titans. That was a really fun game. I was playing as France in that one.
Chat's saying it's a cultural requirement, so they're missing that.
Gotcha. They switch to English? I mean, they have English as an accepted culture.
But what percentage is it?
Oh, we got another battle. So we have got Kazan versus Novgorod. It's in the steppes again. Kazan with 105 discipline versus Novgorod's 100. 3.7 morale for Kazan against 4.1. And Novgorod's losing again. They've got a 4-shock general for Kazan. Kazan is kicking ass, honestly. Like, those step battles, Novgorod needs to not do those.
So we have a new chapel comic live render to show. If we want to pop that up on the stream here, live content friends. Denmark eyes up Lübeck's cod. We have the fish war. I love the little box of fish. It's just a crate of fish.
That's great. I really like that one.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh god. This whole Chapel Comics live renders the Grandest Land is beautiful. I love it.
Such a good concept, yeah.
What's awful is we finally got that the player wars, and then immediately went, "What's up with Desmond?"
Yeah, yeah, we got this huge,
like 3 straight minutes. But honestly, like we missed like one battle.
The biggest showdown in the last 5 hours, and we're like, "Ooh, Desmond."
Yeah. But I mean, like right now it's just border skirmishes over here.
Yeah, but Kazan is now on -22 war score. Is that just because of occupations? Yeah, because they've got +19 from battles.
That's better than it was, though. That's about 10% better than when we popped off for the Desmond.
So if they successfully manage to retake Kazan, that's 20% war score right there. Kazan is going to be the linchpin for this entire war. And Novgorod are down to about 15,000 men reserve. Plus
from the 60 they started. They started with about 60k in the bank.
Yeah. Whereas Kazan started with 16, and they're down to 0, but only just.
And it looks like Novgorod's not even bothering with the Permian separatists right now. Kazan needs a few cannons. Honestly, for Kazan, 1 cannon. It would be a huge positive investment to just get 1 cannon in there.
Yep.
Which I don't think they have. 0. No, they don't have. They have no cannons. Oh, they're using the wrong leader too. Oh, they're shooting themselves in the foot so badly right now.
Yeah, they are.
If they switched leader, just switched the armies and brought in 1 cannon, they get +3 to that siege.
So the reason they haven't is because the generals are mercenary, and I'm not sure they can. No, they should be able to change the Free Company one.
They could just walk them over there and just literally just walk 1 army in and 1 army out.
Assuming direct control.
And then hire 1 cannon. You get +2 from that general, +1 from 1 cannon.
Who won the poll? I never saw the result of that.
Did we get a poll up? I don't know if we actually did.
Thought we did.
I was too absorbed with the game. I wasn't looking at Discord.
Or was it a Discord
Chat
poll?
says Chat says Novgorod won, and then somebody said no poll. So I'm not exactly sure. Or now it's saying 71% in favor of Novgorod.
Okay.
That seems like a very specific stat. I'm going with that.
I wonder if that's still true. Kazan has no professionalism, so they are completely tapped. They're going to be reliant on mercenaries after this. And mercenaries don't get the step advantage because they don't have the horsemen. I mean, they do still get the... Do they? Mercenaries? I don't know about that one, actually. Novgorod won.
Yeah. It seems like it was by a lot. And now there's a... there's 18,000 men chasing around 6k from Novgorod.
Yeah, that little 6k...
And it looks like they can't catch them.
That little 6k stack has just been causing havoc down there in the south. I'm not sure that I like this idea where they're splitting their best general and 18k troops away from the main stack. Because we've got Novgorod with their armies up here in the north in Vyatka.
Their refusal to get one cannon in there is bugging me.
Yeah. I wonder if...
Novgorod's finally taking care of the Permian separatists, though.
Well, they can't get it anymore because they don't have the manpower for it, but yeah. River crossing, -1, but you did catch out 6k. That's going to be a free kill right there. That was a nice catch. Doing 800 damage per tick. There we go. Dead stack.
You know what's awful, too? Is Kazan is 0.1% away from being able to burn some army tradition or professionalism to get more
well, in that case,
manpower.
They should just hire another general. That gives you professionalism.
0.1%.
Are they getting subsidies from anyone? No. So absolutely nobody is supporting Kazan here.
They're maxed out on Diplo power, too, so they're burning Diplo points.
Yep. Which they could do with putting in some production right now. That would at least lessen the 31 ducats a month that they are currently suffering. How much in debt are they? 6 loans, 1 grand. Versus Novgorod, who is not debt-free.
They have any trade goods worth buffing in here, really?
Yeah, iron. Loads of iron.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 iron, yeah.
But I aim for
Okay,
that
I'm
10.
being told I can look at the secret thing now. Okay, march into the HRE. What is this? Oh, I think a vote is being held right now. Hang on, I gotta bring Discord over to my main monitor so I can read this better.
Should this be going
my
up on the main screen?
I'll just read it off. It's becoming apparent that to take over the world for ourselves and someday we will need to deal with the Holy Roman Empire. I think the Holy Roman Empire might be getting partitioned. The earlier we prepare for such a drastic event, the better. Thanks to perfect coordination and cooperation, our spy masters managed to secure 7 claims on the edge of the Holy Roman Empire. But of course, if only one of the League members attacks, the Empire will smash them easily. So the plan is to coordinate our wars, but first we need to decide who takes what. The vote ends in 5 years. Afterwards, we'll have 25 years to conquest the provinces. So they're planning a war to partition the HRE, and right now it looks like they're holding a vote to decide who gets what.
I'm guessing that's the monarchists. And what about the other two?
Rest of these?
Yeah.
Colonialism and trade have gone together from the very beginning of humankind. Now again, new lands await for our merchants to deliver goods from Europe and return with fur, golds, and spices. The Merchants Guild and the colonist companies contacted us, each with an offer to lease one of the best men of each and every member of the trade league. It looks like the trade leagues are doing a lot of things. Every country in our league has to create at least one trade post, which shall be ruled by the guild or company. Whoever the vote chooses, the league cannot hire both, and these organizations are among the most powerful and wealthy in Europe. Surely, if we vote against the winner, this will have consequences, but what kind? This has to be discussed. So there's another vote for the trade league there.
No, the first one I'm pretty sure was monarchist. That's traders.
Oh, was it? I didn't see monarchist anywhere on there, but it must be if it's the HRE. And then this is a trade league one, and then this one's got to be the theocracies, right?
Yeah, it's called a League of Pilgrims, so I would think so.
Yeah. Okay, so it's one of each. People of Europe are sinful and weak. Damn straight. So are we. Oh, never mind. Unready for heavens on earth. It is a 1,000-year-old tradition to leave everything behind to become pure. Trust in Lord, move forward alone, follow the path of the pilgrims. Of course, no one really expects you to wear a coarse robe and walk anywhere. Your Excellency, the common folk need more of a symbol. Our flag is waving over a holy site. These sites have to be spiritual centers since our lands walk since our Lord walked the earth. So if we manage to control at least some of them, surely it's going to be a visible sign that God is with us, not to mention how profitable it will be to rule a city like this. We were talking about Aachen, Canterbury, Santiago, Antioch, Alexandria, Constantinople, Jerusalem. Okay, some of those I didn't see coming. They're not talking about just the normal Holy Land, Constantinople, Antioch, Alexandria, Constantinople, Jerusalem, but Canterbury and Aachen are in there too, and Santiago.
Those are the Catholic holy sites in CK3, I think.
They're all voting on chaos in Europe right now.
Aachen certainly is, Canterbury is, Santiago is, Antioch is, and Jerusalem is. So Alexandria and Constantinople, I don't think are, but yeah, those are the CK3 holy sites for Catholicism. Nice.
Russia? Am I on a different map mode, or did Russia?
Russia has formed. So the war between Novgorod and Kazan ended. Novgorod took a chunk out of the western flank of Kazan, taking pretty much 2 full states. But generally was not too bad a war for Kazan right there. And then as soon as the war ended, boom, Russia.
Well, it looks like that it was at the first Tech 10 transition, I think.
I think so. Looking around at the moment.
Wait. Tuscany.
Oh, yeah. Formerly known as Genoa. And Tuscany has crazy good development. So North Italy is about to get even more developed if they took the ideas. Which they did.
I'm getting blooped again. Yep, Russia has formed. Yes! I'm happy to finally see it because we all knew it was coming. We were just waiting. All right, what's their military look like now? Yeah, so they gained about 50% more, almost 50% more.
Sorry to interrupt. Second, France is being petitioned at the moment. They're at war with 3 different people. So Switzerland, Brittany, and Romania are all attacking France right now. So it looks like the French days are numbered.
Also Swabia.
Oh yeah, that was Strasbourg.
Mm-hmm. And they've kind of like leaked into central France there. Like they sprung a leak and just kind of glooped out.
So I wonder how Brittany's going to feel about that, because Brittany has been making pretty loud noises about saying that they are the new France.
Well, I mean, they can say it all they want, but they haven't really pressed the issue, have they?
No, not at all. Like, the fact that France was allied to Poland, I want to say? Yeah. Probably prevented them.
Yeah, I expected France to get partitioned out way quicker. Well, France and the Ottomans to get partitioned out way quicker than they were, but, France is finally seeing its last leg.
And it does look like Morocco's also poached some land from Castile, so it looks like Castile's also gone down a peg too. Yeah, truce with Morocco, Tuscany, Savoy, Milan, and Catalonia.
It looks like we're definitely looking at Hanover for Cologne here.
30k rebels. Oof.
Where was that?
In Dortmund. 30,000 particularists just rose up. Cologne.
Oh my. I was just looking at Medina. They seem to have re-solidified again. But they're at war and getting sieged down again.
It's a non-stop thing for them. Yeah, Jerusalem attacked Mamluks. Oh, it was actually Jerusalem started it this time.
Yeah.
They're not just ending
it's 3 player nations versus a bunch of AIs. They should be able to win handily this time.
One would hope.
In theory.
Although
it's like a 3-front war. I hope they win.
We did see the massive coalition fire against the Ottomans earlier, and they took like 2 provinces.
Mm-hmm. I want to see vassal Ottomans is what I want to see. That's what I do if I crush the Ottomans. I make them a vassal out of spite.
Well, they're currently down to an OPM in Marash. The Knights took a chunk out of the Ottomans. They are an OPM. Mm-hmm. I do believe that was promised.
good to see. It's always fun to see the Ottomans get smashed.
We haven't looked at. Sorry, go on.
No, I was just gonna say, when you're a new player, the Ottomans are the big bad guys that you're always constantly dealing with till you learn how to deal with them. So yeah, it's fun to see them lose.
I always felt that way about Austria. Like, the very first nation that I ever played in EU3 when I first started playing this was Brandenburg, and I did not know what aggressive expansion was. Austria did.
So you took like 3 or 4 provinces and then got your face bashed off by the the Holy Roman Emperor?
And I've never been able to stomach playing as Austria since. I still hold that grudge.
From like 8-10 years ago?
At least, yeah. I mean, bearing in mind that EU4 is now 8 years old, so it probably is from about 10 years ago.
Oh. When did EU3 come out? When did EU3 come out?
While you're looking that up, I'm just having a look at the colonies. So the Netherlands has just formed. As I was saying, the Netherlands, accidentally I meant to say Holland. We got the Netherlands. Oh, it's glorious. So, the Netherlands have got 1 extra colony in Damara, which is Guyana, I think. So that seems appropriate. They are still colonizing. Nope, they have colonized their little chunk of Africa.
2007.
Huh.
It's older than I thought it was.
14 years ago. Netherlands. Where are your colonies? Colonies. Where are they?
We've got a couple in South America. I'm a little surprised they haven't just attacked the natives, though.
The outliner wasn't showing me the colonists. There we go. Gold Coast. They are currently traveling to the Gold Coast. So they are just consolidating the centers of trade in the Ivory Coast, which makes sense. It's such an important location.
Songhai finally has some gold mines.
Hooray! Took them long enough.
So they got that nice, steady uptick in inflation now. It's not that bad yet, though.
Have they built them up at all? So we've got... Let's see if I can remember this from... Bamberg, which is currently a Dev 6. Then we've got Joma. No, it's not Joma. Burr, which is a 2. And then finally we've got Lobi, which is a 9. So Lobi they have been upgrading, but they have owned that one for a while. And the only reason I remember that is because I played quite a lot of Mali in TK3. I got the Viking... Africa... was it? Vikings in Africa. Turned it into a Viking outpost. Lots of gold mines. It was good. Meanwhile, Austria is being picked on again.
Yeah, it's just getting, again, partitioned.
Yeah.
If you check out player map mode, there's not a lot left to gobble up in Central Europe.
There really isn't, which means that the friction's going to start applying quite significantly for tomorrow.
And I'm a little surprised that Catholicism stayed so strong. Normally, it just crumbles into nothing in multiplayer games.
Yep. Dual whammy.
Strong orthodoxy. That's normal, though.
Yeah, double whammy of Catholicism being buffed and then the theocracies being encouraged to remain Catholic.
Yeah, there you go. How much longer we got up France here? It doesn't look like they're going to be holding out much more. Nah, the last couple forts are getting sieged down.
Reformed really not getting much of a hold. Protestant Brittany and Switzerland seems to be it.
Not at all. How's Bahmanis doing?
That's a very good question. We have not looked for a while.
They've expanded to the east a little bit, but not a whole lot.
They are incredibly wealthy. 1,400 ducats. I wonder what
income is solid, about 40. I mean, that puts them in like the middle of the pack for the players right now. In fact, let's pull open that ledger again.
Meanwhile, the Knights are hammering away at the Mamluks, and Georgia's hammering away at Ajam, so we might well see them pushing really aggressively into Persia. And the Mughals have made absolutely no move to that. I kind of reckon we're going to see Georgia turn into Persia at some point.
France is looking pretty rough right now. They look full siege to me.
Yeah, but it still seems to be 82%, so there's 18% missing somewhere.
Because they're in 2 different wars.
But then... Oh, I was looking at Brittany, that's why. Yep.
Yeah, so both sides are just squatting on France going, no, you peace out. Castile got a little gobbled by Morocco.
They had a bit of a nibble.
Yeah, some little tendrils heading out over there.
Though Castile is a kick-ass general, 5561. Pretty impressive. And Tunis is trying to gobble up. Oh no, sorry. Morocco is fighting Tunis, taking more and more of North Africa. It is kind of interesting how Morocco has just been basically left alone to expand by the other nations in that area.
Yup. I don't think anybody saw them as a threat until recently, frankly.
Yeah, probably. They were pretty good at kind of just having these little enclaves.
But, I mean, that was kind of the same thing with Genoa. Nobody kind of looked twice at them.
And Morocco and Tuscany being allied forever. That's kind of like the Teutonic Novgorod alliance, just been there.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile,
that's a good alliance right there.
Russia's doing the Siberian frontier. Russia's going to get embiggened.
That's a good Simpsons reference.
I think I stole it from you, actually.
Oh, and I stole it from The Simpsons then.
Well,
okay, then there we go.
The chain of ownership has been established. So before we finish today, where do you reckon the flashpoints are for tomorrow? Like, where are the early wars going to kick off, do you reckon?
Oof.
I think Russia...
Player wars?
Yeah.
I think it's got to be Russia.
Russia, Kazan for sure. I reckon Cologne, Brittany, probably. Brittany's looking kind of isolated and kind of small, and I'm not sure that Desmond would dig very deep to bail them out.
At about 6 hours ago, Brittany was the strongest player nation, and now they're not on the Great Powers list anymore.
Nope.
They've kind of stagnated, unfortunately. They got blocked in there and were unable to take advantage of a couple situations. Well, I mean, they are sieging down France right now, but who knows how long that's going to be allowed to stand.
Well, it's going to stand until tomorrow at least, because I think this is the final pause that we've just been hit by.
The final countdown. Somebody asked to see colonies. There's really not too much to see right now. There's just a couple spread out around.
Precisely.
Not a whole lot. Tomorrow, the colonial game will probably start really kicking off about halfway through the stream, or halfway through the day, because it's going to take a little while for the colonies to really start rolling. So, Mordred, favorite nation of the day?
Novgorod. Go. Novgorod for sure.
Novgorod into Russia?
Yeah. That heroic war at the start of the session this morning, that nailed them for me. I really like what they've been doing, how they've been playing. It's very good.
Yeah. Yeah, they kind of stole the hearts and minds of a lot of people 12 minutes into the Grandest Land. Desmond has done great. Zledwick has performed admirably so far, and he's the fact that he's actually got his colonies up and running, and the first one looks complete to me. Yeah, this first one is complete. It means his, hopefully, economy will start taking off.
Yep. Anyway, should we be wrapping this up now?
Chat, we will be back tomorrow for another 12-ish hours of streaming. I will be here. Mordred will be here. Same crew. Midgeman, Bjorn, Flory. We'll all be around still. I think it's the exact same casting schedule.
It's identical, yes.
It's identical? Cool. I'm glad you guys have been enjoying this. I know I've been awake since 3 a.m. my time.
I feel like I have been too.
Any parting words, Mordred?
I don't think so. I've just had an absolute blast watching this unroll, seeing everything happening, watching the different casters and the different styles. Chat, you've been awesome, although I haven't been able to see much of what you've been saying since I've been streaming. But earlier on when I was watching from the sidelines, it's been an amazing game so far. The players have had a fantastic attitude. The shenanigans going on behind the scenes have been brilliant to watch, and I can't wait for more. Bring on tomorrow.
I think that's it for the day, guys.
I think so.
Live content, yes out.
We have blue flame. We have a massive amount of blue flame.